clearer than my last.
Oh my gosh, he's stereophonic Silas. Oh my gosh. Fabit. All right, it's top of the hour. Welcome to Casual Caribbean Friday Nights. My name is Reverend Greenfield. I'm joined by our other host, Rev Jason. Sarah Rev Jason Hi Coral. We have Silas here, Silas Maria. It is, of course, Friday night. We are 100% live here across multiple networks. We're still sober. Welcome to Casual Caribbean Friday Nights. This is your open forum, open live stream, chit chat, whatever the hell we do on this night. Feel free to come join us in on Zoom. The description is in the link below. We're going to be talking about everything. We're going to be talking about what's going on in the news, public affairs. We're going to be talking about all things witchcraft. We're going to be talking about all things paranormal. Tonight is your night. So come join us over on Zoom. Come join the live panel. If you're afraid of the camera, come join us on Facebook. One of us will probably read your comment.
If you're afraid of the camera, put up an image. Just join audio.
Join audio. Come join us. We need your love. We need you. We have another wild night planned. There's a lot going on in the world. We're going to be talking about it. We're going to be having some humor. Warning, spoiler alert, blatant adult humor alert, warning. There are no subtitles for what we might be discussing.
Well, that's good. Don't
but anyway, if you're new here, Casual Corellian Friday Nights is all about you. It's about us as a Corellian family. We have the most diverse, insane, radically nonsensical hosts you have ever seen. So come join us. We have Pamela Maxwell Griffith, who just happens to know her way to speak into every single alcoholic beverage ever known. We have Angel. She's in Scotland. She collects dolls. Hello.
Hey guys.
We have Jason, the sleeping Buddha himself.
And Danville, Illinois.
Then we have Silas. Silas is the black sheep. No, just kidding. Silas is the ninja.
I'm the rainbow sheep.
Okay.
Get it right.
What the rainbow sheep does is very specific. Stay tuned as we explore this. Welcome aboard. If you're new to Zoom, we are a family-friendly channel, said nobody ever. But anyway, kick back, relax. This is, of course, Friday night, 100% unscripted. We don't script this, guys.
Unscripted.
No, seriously, we don't script this. Okay, Jason.
Oh, so that one that you emailed me, I should throw that away?
Yes.
Yes, the one. Yes.
Hey, Connie Blackenship. Welcome to the live stream. I see Pamela is on bottle number 3.
I'm one. I just started.
You are the one and only?
Yes.
So you started when? And
she started about right before she hit
Florida.
Go on the computer.
She's doing important research on the effects of wine on the body.
Yeah.
The psychological study. I'm using my 4 years of psychology. How much wine can you drink to how much power you have to how much magic you can do?
Word.
Okay.
42.5.
I thought the answer to the universe was 42.
Well, I like that extra 0.5. I like that extra 0.5. It gives a little more oomph.
Oh, witch snap. Boy. I said, boy.
Oh,
right, if you're watching us over on YouTube, come over to Zoom. Come join us. One of us, hi Jason, is going to. One of us will be watching over on YouTube. We want to hear from you guys. This is, of course, your night. We're 100% live. Anything you guys want to talk about? Any topics. We'll kind of chit chat around, and of course get probably drunk if you're Pamela.
I'm trying. I'm really trying, you know.
She is.
I wish I could. I got to work a double tomorrow and Sunday.
Ew.
Oh,
I just did my 60 hours this week. I'm done.
Oh well.
I work almost 12-hour days is what I work.
That's
Gross.
about 60. Yeah, your maths is bang on. Connie, we see you in Zoom. What's up, sister? What's going on? Hey, Angel, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We're 100% live. It is, oh, bloody hell. What time is it in Chicago? Okay, it's 8 p.m. here in Chicago.
8:05.
Hello.
2 a.m. here.
Ouch, evil. Silas, it's like 5 o'clock
good
at
to see
his
you.
time.
No, I'm in Eastern time. I'm in South Carolina.
That
Actually,
doesn't-
I'm
sorry.
yeah, so am I. Actually, the funny thing is we're in the news right now. I live in Greenville, South Carolina. So we're in the news
Oh my God. You
because
sure
of
are.
our newest outbreak.
Oh, joy. Oh, joy.
Yeah. So yeah.
Well, I'm in Florida where they just sacrifice all the old people.
Yeah.
We've been open for
Well, I mean, some of them probably shouldn't. I didn't say that.
most of them should be sacrificed, but hey, I used to have to work with them.
No wonder she drinks so much.
I drink because I'm an accountant. I
hope to
spend
forget the
all day
numbers.
crunching numbers in all different kinds of euros and Gambian money and French money. And oh my God, I do international banking. So it's like fucking fun.
So how many liters are you drinking tonight?
Oh, let me tell you.
Oh, Silas, boom. He
Man,
nailed it. Oh,
dude, if I don't have my charts in front of me, I can't figure out shit.
that's what she
But I
said.
do know that the Gambian Dalasi is being traded at 52.7 cents per American dollar. And the euro just dropped for us from yesterday to today. It dropped 2 pennies.
All right, let me just work this out using my calculator. She spent a lot.
Yes. I know that there's a two cent difference today compared to the 3 cent difference yesterday.
That's
in
a
the
whole
euro.
nickel.
I'm going to,
Well, no, it goes up and goes down.
Oh well.
3
That's what
times
she
a day it changes. It has a
Oh.
morning, afternoon, closing change, and then they do an average of the 3. I usually take the average of the 3 when I have to pay in euros. But today I clicked on it, it was like, shit, it's at 112. It was at 114 yesterday. British pound sterling actually dropped again today too.
So I have a question
girl.
for you.
Don't you be picking on us Brits.
So I have a question for you, Pamela. You deal with that exchange rate stuff a lot.
Mhm.
So here's a question. It's why. So I've sent Western Union money to my friends in well, when Orlando and his boyfriend first got to Colombia, when they fled from Venezuela, I send them some money to help them out.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. In any event, so it's about that exchange rate because like when I've sent that, I see like 5 different exchange rates.
Yeah.
So there's one exchange rate if you pay for your debit or credit card through the Western Union app.
Yes, because
There's
they put fees
another
on.
one if you just set it up through the app and go into the store and pay in cash. That's
Right.
the second best one. The very best rate is if you have the money sent directly to their bank account.
Yes,
But it also costs you more fees to do that.
right.
It takes a much longer time. So why?
The difference is because how long it takes to transfer that money. The
Mhm.
price changes 3 times a day. That's 3 times a day in each time zone. So we don't see the last change here until about 4 o'clock. It's still changing
That's
every year.
6 times. If it changes,
Yeah, it's 3 times, but in each time zone, it's 3 times. So you'll be here at night and you'll see a change. If I wire money today, say I wire a lot of money to the Ukraine. A lot of places in Ukraine I buy food and ship to West Africa is what I do.
Okay.
So I have to wire money to the Ukraine. Yesterday I had to wire euros to the Ukraine. They don't have it yet. I wired it yesterday before 2 o'clock. It is not in their bank yet. It has to go through our bank, an intermediary bank, which is usually like one of the big guys, Wells Fargo, somebody like that, Barclays. Then it goes from that to whatever country it's going to. That's where the catch is. Depending on when that country lets go of that money, they can hold that cash for up to 4 days.
And so
Which is
do you
why
have,
it can take up to 5 days on international transfers.
Yep.
Okay.
and so do you have a lot of experiences helping Nigerian princesses, like shifting money, do they do the
I
whole
wish. We actually, this is what my business does. We have.
You mean
four-
professional assassin, or are we
Oh,
talking
I
about
wish.
other
'Cause
business?
I have it.
Are we talking
She's
about
a
the
ninja.
other business? Okay, I just wanted
We
to.
have 4 stores in the Gambia. The Gambia is a country that's inside of Senegal, just about. It is very, very small. We have 4 grocery stores there. I purchase food from about 22 European countries and I ship it. I ship about 700 containers a year. Those are the 40-foot containers you see on the big ships. I ship about between 700 to 800 a year in either frozen food or what we call dry goods, which would be like powdered milk, cereals and stuff like that. And we sell it in the stores down there. Most people will not deal with Africa because of the fact that their governments change every 5 minutes and things of that nature. So people don't want to deal with them. We act as the intermediary. We send hard American dollars to 22 countries to purchase the goods to have it shipped to Africa, and then Africa pays us back. And we can only do that because it's a family-owned business. Mom and dad own in Gambia, son owns the American part of the business. And that's what we do. And that's how it works. Because nobody wants to deal with it. Like the Gambian government, when this COVID thing started, laid down a law and said, okay, you can't raise your prices above this. Everybody has to keep their prices at this for basic food, chicken, any of raw meat, toiletries. They had a whole list of things. You couldn't raise your prices. Well, the prices they picked to use were prices from last year, which were lower, which meant I lost thousands of dollars on food I had bought to send down there that was actually on the water, because it takes 5 weeks to go from Europe to Africa, approximately, on a ship. So I lost thousands of dollars while I have ships in the ocean, and they dropped the price on everything and would not allow us to raise the price. They finally lifted that. The president of Gambia finally lifted that and has allowed us now to do that, to raise up, come up with our prices so that I can actually sell for a small profit. I buy from Italy, the Ukraine, Lithuania, Poland, Russia, Czechoslovakia, Nigeria, let's see, England, Ireland.
Is this just canned stuff or?
No, none of it's canned. It is either frozen meats. They sell, you have to understand their diets are different than ours. Tons of chicken. Let me tell you, I sell chicken like it's nobody's business. Beef, lots of beef. No pork because the country is about 90% Muslim, so no pork. Everything has to come with a halal. I have to check the halals to make sure that they're up to date and they're properly signed and everything. That's one of my duties, as well as being the accountant. And I ship yogurts, ice cream. They love ice cream. I can't keep ice cream in stock.
Who doesn't like ice cream though? I mean, ice cream is like the lifeblood of the universe, kind of.
It is. And they eat lots of ice cream, yogurt,
Milkshakes?
no, can't ship those.
No,
Powdered
but my
milk.
milkshakes, they really bring the boys to the yard.
Well, they make them down there. I ship the ingredients.
Yeah.
We actually have trademarked several items. Like we trademark the milk. It's called Africo, and that's a Banyan Bay trade. Sausage is Banyan Bay trade sausage. All of our pastas are Africo, which we actually hold the trademarks on.
Oh, neat.
So we did American trademarking, which is really fun to get into. I got into that. And we take all of that stuff and we ship it down. It's in our packaging, and they purchase our packaging. Vortman cookies, which are actually out of Canada, is a big seller down there. And you can buy Vortman cookies if you're in the South at Winn-Dixie.
Oh, nice.
Winn-Dixie carries Vortman cookies. So I sell a lot of that stuff, but mostly now we're getting into more cosmetics. The African women and the expats from, now you have to understand, we actually have an embassy in the Gambia. America does. And the last one was the one before that, ambassador was actually from St. Pete, where I live.
Oh, nice.
So there's a lot of expats. There is the BIAS, which is the Banjul American Institute for School. And we ship their school supplies for them. They will call us with lists of things that they need. Right now it's notebooks. We just shipped them like 20 notebooks. Acer notebooks down to the school. We ship all kinds of dry goods to the school so that they have things for their students. They have about 65 students, and we are always shipping them kind of really cool stuff. If we happen to find something that's really cool, we will send it to the headmaster. She looks over it. If she likes it, we order it for her and send it down. So we kind of adopted the school, and we're always looking out for cool stuff to send out to the kids. We're now getting into the cosmetic market down there, which is very difficult because places like Procter and Gamble will not allow you to ship out of the country. They will not allow you to ship out of America. So we're trying to get where we can ship those goods out now. Carib and PDC will allow us to ship out of the United States to Africa. It's really crazy what you can and can't ship, and how you got to do all your crap, and you got to have your health certificates. Any kind of food's got to be halal, so we have to check that. We have to make sure everything goes over. Part of my job, other than transferring money and keeping the money straight and keeping all that going, is to actually deal with some of the contracts, because my boss is not, well, he's a naturalized citizen. He's not an American citizen. He has never done American contracts. So I have to do all the contracts. I have to proof them. I have to, come up with them. He'll say, we need a contract to do this. And I'm like, okay, let me work on it. And I used to do federal contracts. I worked as an accountant, and I did federal contracts for federal bids. I worked in heavy highway and bridge divisions. I've done road constructions, and I've also worked in futures markets. So I know the government contracts. So I have to build contracts here that we can ship over there that aren't going to fall apart. So I had to learn some Gambian law and some of the basic stuff. Over there, most people, if they don't speak the native language, they speak Russian, some English, and Lithuanian. So I have literally been learning Russian, and Lithuanian is one of the oldest, believe it or not, is one of the oldest spoken languages. It's very close to Sanskrit. So it's been a real bugger to learn. It was also the last country to accept Catholicism. They did not accept it till the 1700s. So a lot of the Lithuanians are, guess what, guys? Pagan.
So I guess what you're trying to tell us, Pamela, is you spend a lot of time rushing around.
Yes, I learned Russian.
Ukrainian. I could not resist the bad joke of the night.
That's okay. Guys, we'll let you have that one.
It is Friday night. We are 100% live. We welcome all topics. We're joined by Fluffy. Hi, Fluffy. We see
Fluffy.
Hello.
What's going on in Fluffy Town?
I am trying to scramble to get tarot readings so I could actually pay my bills for this month.
All right.
I found out that my work isn't likely to reopen anywhere close to resembling full time. And
curse you, COVID-19. Curse you.
Yeah. Oh, and the upside is I ordered the witch book for the first year.
Awesome.
Very good.
First degree.
Yeah.
I remember those days.
For those that are not sure what the degree clergy is all about. Okay, so I thought I would do this in an interesting segue. Here at Witch School, shameless plug. Shameless plug.
That's better.
We
You're welcome for the lead-in.
we do. We have a clergy program. We belong to a tradition called the Corinthian tradition. We have a clergy program. We have first through third degree. Our clergy program will pretty much take you out of your comfort zone and really
Yeah.
change your life. I do a lot of live streams. I did one today. We'll probably talk about statues in a little bit. My live stream today was all about what happens when you tear down, history. As far as our clergy program goes, it's you get, for the money that we charge for the course and the money that we charge for members, we're standalone. There isn't a school out there that is able to give you what we can give you for that money, right? I would recommend, if you really do want to be a witch, and there's no, here at Witch School, here at the Corellian tradition, it's all about you. I will tell people, and I'll be honest, I've had people come up to me and say, I want to be a witch, and I tell them no. I say, it has to come from you. I can't train you unless it's you. But the money that we charge, there is a charge, I will say, is looking around, you won't find a better deal, and you won't find the better teachers. Me, Jason, Donald Lewis, Fluffy, Pamela, people who have gone through, and people who have actually gone through the program. Those that teach it, and those of us that are witches, we know what we're doing. And I will say it's the best money. Chad, for example, he was, when I first joined Witch School, he wasn't even sure where he's going. Now he's a great guy. I mean, he really is. He knows a lot of stuff. He's very friendly. He's very open. Jason knows a ton, right? All of us here, we teach, but what we teach is real. We're not going to be like, oh my gosh, learn this and then go to some weird book that doesn't exist, right? I will always support Witch School. I will always support our aims and our goals, no matter what those are. But I'll say it's the best money you will ever learn. I always encourage people to learn. If you don't want to be a clergy witch, I did a live stream on this earlier, right? I went into this whole thing about Wicca and witchcraft. You can live the Wiccan way, but you don't need to be a witch. You can go as far as you need to take it, but you don't. If you don't want to be a clergy, if you don't want to have Reverend, Lord, Lady, Priestess, Priest to your name, that's fine. We get it. We understand. But for those that do, we'll train you, right? That's just my 2 seconds advertisement in there.
That was more than 2 seconds.
What's up, buddy? He's like,
Well, like Jason said the other night, and I'll repeat it, none of us, I don't think, have PhDs in Google.
nope.
So
No.
what we're teaching you is the real deal.
Yeah, I had a lot of people who complained. I did a video today, right? And I went into a bit of, I got a little bit controversial. I was telling people about what happens when you tear down statues. I logged on Twitter and it was lunchtime at work. Bad mistake. And people are like, what were you saying? And I'm like, just the truth. Don't do it. Don't erase history. And people don't get it. I told, I replied with the things along the line of, I don't have a degree from Google, F off. They haven't replied ever since. But the point is, none of us here have a degree from BS. We have a degree and we have teaching from reality. Jason, if you ever wanted to have his teaching, he'll teach you the truth. We all do. It's just a question of whether you want to, accept it. That's all we're asking. So we are currently joined by Connie. I have Chad Blackman. Hi, Chad. No escaping. Chad is from the Temple of Arcea. Hello. Chad, go get Jin. Go get her on here. Go get Aisha. Go on. We need them.
Wait a minute. I'm in North Carolina. I'm with Lady of Light.
Oh.
Lori,
All right,
your press secretary.
Give me 2 seconds here.
Uh-oh, I heard a what? You got her started. Uh-oh, you're in trouble now, Rev.
Because geography. Because geography.
Sure, just geography.
See, I'm just
Blame
across
Jason.
the state from Lord Don and Lori Denneman. They're in Jacksonville. I'm in Tampa, St. Pete. It's about a 3-hour drive.
I hope they're
Yeah.
going to be okay.
Oh my God, I don't know. With that convention, I am like, we've got to have a concerted prayer effort, okay?
Well, and you know, I'm supposed to go down there for
I know.
when I have the Spanish illustration online in September. I'm planning on going down there to be close to Ed so that all the logistics work
Right.
okay. So, oh wait, Melinda, you're down in Jacksonville too, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
I was
so-
planning on
Deal.
shooting across to see them all because I'm only 3 hours away. So I was going to shoot across and hang with Angela, but that convention is kind of like got me a little worried. It's kind of like a black hole, you know?
Hey,
Yeah.
me and Jason are just gonna hide here in Illinois. You know, me and him are gonna be like, good luck. Good luck.
Jason, you need to drag your butt down there. Come on.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not excited about it at all. Like, I think it's really dumb to even do a convention. I feel like everyone's forgetting there's a pandemic going on.
Yeah.
And it's
nuts.
like, yeah, it's like let's have 20 to 50,000 people come into our city. You know that there's going to be protests and probably riots. We don't need that shit here. We
Oh,
don't
we don't.
need it.
No. And what's dumb is that people are like, possibly world altering pandemic versus idiots, right? You have all these people that are like, we're really mad. We're really, 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 really mad. We're gonna go stick it to the man. Let's go, let's go to this thing. Let's go to Jacksonville's. It's gonna be fun. Without actually thinking, okay, big group of people, COVID-19 issues, people don't think. And because people aren't thinking, it's gonna just,
Well, you got to blame the governor because we still have the signs up in St. Pete. I know you guys do too. No more than 10 in the gathering, no more than 10 gathering at the beaches. Exactly how are you going to have that separation at a convention? I'm a little confused. I'm a little slow.
Well,
here.
protesters are allowed to have 100.
Oh,
And
is that?
protesters are allowed to have 100.
See, educate
So-
me. I'm stupid on this.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I was like, are you seriously going to do it?
3 people in your backyard.
I mean,
Yeah,
you have
and
more than 3
the
people in your
mayor
backyard.
of Jacksonville today did a interview, a press conference, and was saying, we've already had a major event here, and it was perfectly fine. We had the UFC here in the arena, but it was just Dana White, the UFC president, the MMA fighters, but there was no one in the audience. He didn't say that.
Oh,
Like you're.
ooh, I like that.
Yeah, it's like it's ridiculous. I'm scared, honestly. I'll be honest. I'm scared.
I would too.
I'm right there with you
I
because
like that.
they've been showing this stuff and it's like, did we not just have an uptick in the number of cases in Florida alone because DeSantis opened everything so early? We were
Yeah.
the first state to open shit. So that's how I felt like they were putting us old folks out there. Okay, we're going to open everything up, let all them old people see if they die first. They die first and we ain't coming out. So DeSantis already did that. Our governor's wonderful. Has no backbone.
nobody ever thinks that
What?
that's the BS right now that we're living in. Right?
Stop looking at me
Well-
like that. Like you're scared.
The governor here didn't even want to close the
No.
state at all. So, like, he only stopped stuff because of pressure.
Yeah. Oh, DeSantis. Look at DeSantis. He's right up Trump's butt. He's like, "Oh, we're gonna start schools back." Did you hear that one? Our schools are starting back in August, right when the second wave is coming through. Oh, schools are going back. Yeah, we're doing that. We're in summer school right now. Did you know for those children?
Do you want to
who
hear?
haven't had anything? Summer school right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're gonna put 20 kids in a classroom.
The thing is, people
teacher one yet?
are going by check boxes.
What?
You check the box, everything works. Let's send
One of
people
them.
to schoolsies without thinking. It's a bit like, there's an election coming up in November.
That kind of thing. This is a hangout thing.
Let's go on. Let's do
That
all
won't happen until
without thinking.
right now. There's so many people in here. I can't even.
Nobody wants to sit back and actually think,
do
okay,
chat.
the seriousness. You have a big primary going on. You have conventions going on. What about the seriousness of COVID-19 that has not been... Sorry, we're on YouTube. I'm going to be controversial. Hello, YouTube. Yes, I am a YouTube presenter. No, I don't care if you defund my videos. I'm honest. There's a disease. It's called COVID-19. Hello, YouTube world. Hello. Sorry, I had to do that. The point is, right, nobody's actually thinking, well, gee, public safety, we can have a primary, we could do it virtual, we could do it nicely, but no.
Oh, can I add a little shameless plug into that?
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm actually, there's a group up in Massachusetts, a queer pagan group that they're doing a pagan queer festival.
Yeah.
Actually,
I heard about this one.
In 2 weeks,
Give me help.
I'm giving 2 workshops during it. Yeah, so like I'm really excited about that.
Guys, please support Silas here. He is part of Silas is a great guy, right? Please follow him on Facebook. He's very inspirational as a leader and as a member of our tradition. If you haven't yet,
how much do I need to pay you for that?
If you haven't yet, let me just give everybody a preface, right? In the pagan world, we don't care what you are. We don't go down gender, but Silas has done a phenomenal job. He is an established leader within our community. He's also an established leader within where he lives. He has a wealth of knowledge and information. We have to ignore gender to some point. We don't care what gender people are. We care about you. If you should ever, meet Silas and get involved, especially when it comes to LGBTQ and everything around there, listen to him and listen to what he teaches. He is always honest.
Well, if you look the sigil of my mystical rainbow temple right behind me, if you notice all the colors, there's first I have all of the regular gay rainbow colors, and then there's a double border on the outside that has both the colors of the trans flag and the bisexual flag.
Couldn't hear. Rio Silver said, couldn't hear Rev. I'm here. We're here. Hello. Sorry, somebody on the temple. I'll see it. Apparently, we have a temple watching us right now. They can't hear us. Hello. Hello, Rare Silverwolf. We are live. If you can hear this, come join us in Zoom or watch us over in Facebook. Guys, we're living in interesting times. We have a diverse panel. Come talk to us on Zoom. All topics are open. Please keep it PG-13 rated.
Aww.
Okay, please.
You are joking, really?
Okay, please keep it Pamela Maxwell Griffith rated.
Oh, honey, anything goes.
That's what she said.
I just turned my mic on for that one.
Oh, do you know what we should talk about too, Rev? So the video that we just posted this week, I think,
That was
of
awesome.
the mundane to magical.
Magical.
Oh
Loved
my God,
it.
it was so much fun.
It was a good video. It really was.
Oh,
It
it was
was.
awesome. Man, I must have shared it 100 times. It was great.
We should do more of it. We really should.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah.
should. I think if we expressed ourselves, like it was really cool to see everybody in their mundane clothes and how they are, and then seeing them in the traditional garb. I think
Yeah.
if we did more of that, that would be really awesome. And Chad, you look fabulous, by the way, just to let
Right.
you know.
I've had a lot of people ask me, would I ever do a video wearing robes? You know what? I might. I'm actually thinking of doing something for Midsummer. I haven't exactly planned it yet. But for those watching, right, a lot of people are like, when are you going live? When are you going live? I would just say there's a lot of work that goes into it. Don't get me wrong, right? I love it when people message me and they're like, why aren't you live? Why aren't you doing this? I'm going to be honest, and I'll say there's a lot of work that goes into it. For those that have been watching my live streams over at Witch School, Daily Spell, my personal page, first of all, there's a lot of work. I work 8 or 9 hours a day. Then I don't really have a video schedule. I just do videos when I can. Sometimes the sync is kind of out, right? Sometimes I do a video on a topic and it's a couple of days or maybe a month out. Today's video was a difference. I'll come into today's video in a little bit because I think we should all talk about it. And I think the more people that join us over here on Zoom, if you're watching here on Facebook, please come join us on Zoom. Don't be afraid. We don't have any hackers, unless you're Chad Blackman. We don't have we don't have anything to fear. Come join our wonderful panel. We want the discussion to go. But for those that have been asking me about why I haven't been streaming a lot, it's just there is a lot to it. It's very easy to just press the button, but it's harder when it's kind of harder when I make a promise to teach the truth. I could do a video every single day, but I could do a video with content, right? And I choose content. So I want to thank people that have been messaging me and saying, why aren't you live streaming? I want to thank you all. I am working on content going through. It's just a little bit lagged, right? For those that are just joining us, we are live. We want to hear from you. We are the Corellian family, but we're also your family, right? We want to hear from you. We want you to get involved in our discussion. It's your Friday night. We're live on Zoom. Jason is our bouncer of the night, the gatekeeper, right? So
Yes, I'm the bouncer.
right, pay him money.
I'm the
In other words, come join us. We're a pretty legit crew.
Who's the stripper then?
Sorry?
I said, who's the stripper?
I'll just I'll
Here y'all.
just do this open.
If there's a bouncer, there's got to be a stripper.
Well,
Darling, I've been known to go skyclad one too often in ritual. It's a lot. I belong to a group that we did skyclad at every ritual.
Hey, can't we have the bouncer be the stripper?
Usually,
you don't want to see Jason go down that road. You don't want to see it.
Who's the bartender?
Do some what?
Who's the bartender?
Pamela has the wine, so Kurt.
I'm
I
the
used to be a
bartender.
bartender at one time.
What?
I was a barmaid. Way too many
I
years.
was a bartender at one time.
It shows, Pam. You're only
Oh, it
20.
sure do.
I'm the bouncer and the bartender.
Pamela Maxwell Griffith is only 19 years old. This is
Uh,
what
He's underage.
I am 10
I'm
years
calling.
old.
I'm
swore
telling.
I would never grow up, and I have not grown up. I am 10 years old. So I laugh at everything that a 10-year-old
Then
will.
Pamela, we need to call the cops because you're drinking underage.
oh,
Oh,
died by Fluffy.
Honey, I was drinking underage when I was young, it was
Well-
18, and I was drinking underage at 18, so, because I wasn't 18.
By the way, as Jason is currently advertising, we are advertising the tarot path. Jason, tell us the tarot path. Deets, man, deets.
If you look in
It
the
is a book written
messages,
by our. Yes.
Dude, the audio just ninja'd you. Deets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, I know.
3, 2, 1, and
Action.
He's frozen.
Amy,
Jason is currently frozen.
I am frozen.
So he is reading the new book by our first priestess of the tradition, Lady Stephanie. It is called The Discovery Tarot Path. And you can find this book on her website, Stephanie,
it's in the message.
StephanieLeonNeal.com. I think you can also find it on the Corellian and the course store on Corellian.com as well.
Right,
Is that
and if
correct?
you look in the Zoom chat, we have the, Chad was nice enough to put a little website in there. I just click on it and it'll take you right there. It's $17.
Yes.
And
Yes, so that's StephanieLeonNeal.com for those that are not in the Zoom chat with us.
And for those that are currently watching on Zoom, Jason has promised to give the first 500 people that buy it a free hug.
Oh,
So
okay.
get your free hug with Jason.
At
Go
least 6 feet
get-
away.
Well, shucks. I bought my
6 feet
coffee.
away, social distancing.
Okay,
Here we
when
go.
social distancing is done, Jason has said in about 25 years' time, when our governor, Pritzker, has actually said, good news, you can leave homesies, it's excellencies,
No, is said hug mandatory or optional?
both.
Yes.
That's what he said. Oh,
Oh.
You're right, I did.
Oh,
oh, look, I think Jason's really embarrassed. He's like, I got the mobile phone. I'm just going to text. He's like, help me out of here. I'm Jason. It's like, oh my gosh, I'm texting really fast.
and if we look down, we can see our Vanna White, Chad.
Yes.
No,
Playing
I
the
have
cards.
Trey down at the bottom. Hi, Trey. What's
Yeah,
up?
Right?
Hey, Trey.
These are the new
Oh
tarot
my
hecate
God,
cards.
Chad, you scared the hell out of me. What the hell was that?
that was Chad in his deep voice.
It was
Yes.
like Barry. Oh, who is that singer? Was it Barry White? Hey, you know, like that. Who is that singer that had that really deep voice?
Very White,
That Barry White.
back in the day.
It was very white.
Chad, you are now Barry White. Wait, did that sound wrong? Oh,
Oh my God.
I can't carry a tune in the bucket, so you can forget about that.
I'll play my flute for you instead.
that's what
That'll
he's-
work. Actually,
Tonight's competition is how many times can you get Red Raven Wolf to say that's what he or she said? And go. Oh wow. Talking about
I just heard a pin drop.
I heard
Alright,
an
over
ant
here on
fart.
Twitter and Facebook. How many times do you think I will say that's what she or he said in the next 10 minutes? Come on, Facebook.
Well,
Well,
you've already said it about 42.8. So
There you
boy,
go.
No, but everybody needs to get an alcoholic beverage and drink whenever he says it.
that's what she
oh my
said.
gosh, then we'd be all drunk in 5 minutes.
dude, I could drink Pamela under the table anytime.
I don't
love to
know.
see that.
I think she'd win.
Oh.
I'd
I
love to
think
see
she'd
that.
win.
Yeah,
Like a dare to me.
I have a unique metabolism. I can't handle any kind of narcotics, but you give me a glass and I can beat you. I beat more construction workers under the table.
Have a glass.
Cannot do drugs.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Green screen error. Give me 2 seconds here to fix.
Yeah, I'm easy. I just do the back wall. It's all wine.
Okay, so for those, pardon my green screen era music. Hi, have a glass.
Uh-oh.
Raise your glass.
And 2 bottles later, you got both of them sitting there going, I really love you, man. Oh, you're my best friend.
Okay.
Welcome to Casual Kremlin Friday nights. This is how we roll. This
Challenge
is really
taken.
normal for us.
Challenge
Finish this one. Challenge taken.
Oh my gosh. She's on bottle number. Uh-oh. She's walking. You guys know what this is
What?
going to happen. Pamela Maxwell Griffith is walking.
She went to get another bottle of wine.
Of course I did.
Yes,
I
she did.
Oh, bloody hell.
And then
What
she
am I
made
45 minutes in, the first bottle's gone.
Yep.
Stress of dealing with Jason. That's it. It's not me. It's Jason's like sleeping Buddha
If I
style.
can do this without killing myself.
If you're watching over on Facebook, right, we want to hear what kind of topics you guys want us to talk about, right? If you're watching on the Daily Spell, Witch School International, the official page, Pagan Noise, etc., Magic TV, everything.
Remember that broadcast, all that shit?
Yeah, we're broadcasting everywhere right now, 100% live. We want to hear from you guys. What topics do you want us to talk about? It's open floor, open discussion, open mic, open Pamela Maxwell Griffiths, open pretty much everything, open all hours. We want to hear from you.
members and Pure Sanctuary Temple.
Sorry, what?
I was listening where we were.
But we want to hear from everyone tonight. We really do. We want everybody to come on Zoom. We want you all to come chill with us. It is Casual Corellian Friday nights. It's amazing, right? I've messaged countless people. It's like, come bloody join us over on Zoom. It's like, oh, bloody hell, the Zoom's got the plague. It's like, oh my gosh, not going to go on Zoom. It's got bloody plague. No, we're harmless. Well, I'm harmless.
Every
I
time have
don't
a
think
discussion
everybody
with
knows how to
Jason-
use.
No.
I don't think everybody knows how to use Zoom. I
All
think
right.
that's part of the.
What is Christian witchcraft?
Sorry?
Christian witchcraft.
What is Christian witchcraft?
That is awesome.
Oh, good discussion.
Awesome.
The Christians use witchcraft or pagan symbols and ideology for about 300 years. The Christians eventually began to think that they didn't need to use or even accept the pagan traditions. 400 years into Christianity, they banned it. And can you be Christian and a witch?
Okay. Now
That's
think about it this way.
Can you be Christian and a witch?
Why
You
not?
can be a paid section leader for a choir at an Episcopal church and still be a pagan.
Oh,
Yeah.
honey, you could be pagan and teach theology in the Archdiocese of Baltimore. I did it for 7 years.
I mean,
Pantheons. Jesus,
Corey
12 apostles.
Of our members that have been.
Rev Corey saw my video earlier when I was talking about the butterfly effect and all of this.
Oh God, I gave you hell this morning.
Oh, yes, you did, my sister, but I still love you. No, the reason for me doing that video is about this question about Christian witchcraft. Oh, boy.
Now, wait a minute. I did a lot of that stuff in Baltimore. I talked to a lot of groups. Now, if you look at it, what's a pantheon? 13 members of a group. Jesus and 12 apostles. You got your pantheon right there. Okay,
That's
what
like
I
an
said.
all-male coven right there.
now you got your. Now wait a minute.
Okay.
There's a little doubt there. Mary Magdalene just slid right on in there, but we'll go back to that later. Okay.
You need a
here-
water, girl.
Anybody here Catholic? Anybody Catholic?
I was raised
Hell
Catholic,
no.
but that
Raised
was a
Catholic.
lot of years
Okay.
ago.
I'm
Pre-Vatican,
Christian.
pre-Vatican or post-Vatican II? Pre-Vatican II or post-Vatican II?
I don't know when did that happen.
1968.
Well, I'm only 43 years old,
Never mind.
so
Okay. Back in the old days.
So it'd be
Pre-Vatican. 1968 was Vatican II. That's when they made a lot of changes in the Catholic Church and has to be said in English and all that bullshit. Okay. What is the major difference between Catholicism and Protestantism in the dogma? The main difference is transfiguration. Now, all you witches take note on this. When the priest goes up and he has the wine and the host, and he prays over it, it becomes the blood and body of Christ. To the point, if you leave Mass after you've had wine, the blood of Christ at Mass, and they pull your ass over, if you're a Eucharistic minister, your ass gets a free flow. They cannot touch you, even though you're under the influence, because you were not drinking wine at that time. You were drinking what?
The blood of
Blood of
Christ.
Christ.
Yeah.
In the state of Maryland, they cannot
you're
give
a
you a
cannibal.
ticket. State of
The
Maryland
cup
will
of
not give you a ticket.
salvation.
Okay, how do I know that? Because I used to have to do 10 o'clock, 9 o'clock Mass in the morning, and none of them old folks could take the wine because of their medication, and that freaking piece would throw a whole goddamn thing,
Oh,
and we'd have to
that's
drink it
mean.
because you couldn't pour it down the sink. Now, there's a whole thing about that. But now think about it. When we have cakes now and we pray over it, I mean, my God, we're not gory enough to think it's blood and body. Ooh, no, thank you.
Hola,
But-
bien.
But what is witchcraft other than taking something and making it something else, putting energy to it? Transfiguration in the Catholic Church is
Yeah.
nothing more than
Okay.
witchcraft.
I actually had a conversation with a Jesuit priest. He confirmed that transfiguration, when they do the body, turn the body and blood to Christ, it is considered high magic.
Yeah.
And we're frozen.
Now, all the other Protestant faiths believe it's symbolism. Only the Catholic Church believes it still happens. That
Yeah.
is the main tenet of the faith.
Yeah.
So you tell me that ain't witchcraft?
The thing that pisses me off about the Catholic Church, and for those that have been watching my live streams over the years, you know exactly what I'm about to say. When I teach history and when I do live streams, my brand, Ed Hubbard's always like, what's your brand? And I'm like, I don't know what my brand is, mate. I'm like, me? I don't know what my brand is, right? But I'm always honest. I will tell people, I have never seen an organization dedicate its history to plagiarism to the extent of the Catholic Church. And I'm very vocal about this, right? So before I know it's 2020, it's cancel culture. So before the Twitter mob comes after me, hear what I have to say first, right? You don't go stealing stuff from other religions, you put it into yours, you steal the commandments, you steal everything. There is nothing. I'm trying to be nice, but I don't want to be. It's like Friday, and it's like I did a live stream today on the butterfly effect, and I was really trying to change. I was really trying to show what violent protesting leads to, and I was really trying to show people what we'll come into this maybe a little bit later on in this, in our stream tonight, right? Oh boy, when you have a religion that has stolen everything and anything it can, there's nothing honest left.
They don't steal, they assimilate.
Okay.
They assimilate.
Maybe stealing was the wrong word. Okay.
No.
They assimilate because
borrow. Can we
assimilate. They assimilate. What they do is they take it, they twist it, and is anybody a Star Trek fan like me, like the Borg?
Yeah.
Kind of Borg.
Resistance is
Catholicism
futile.
is the Borg.
Yeah, they assimilate. You're right.
Just come in and take over.
And it's like my ways, the best ways that we can. Part of the reason why I did the video that I did today was to show you, was to show everyone what happens when we live in a world where everything's like, oh my God, Z's, everything's going to be fine, Z's. We'll just erase history and we'll just. The Catholic Church doesn't live its history. It's like this thing where it's, oh my gosh, slavery. Can't mention slavery anymore. We'll disguise it, right? After I ended this morning's video, I will tell you I had 15 complaints from Facebook admins saying that I used the word slavery.
Yes.
If you can't mention a frickin' word, and yet the Catholic Church's point is, we'll pray for people with COVID-19. We'll pray for people. It's all about, we'll pray, but we don't mean it. We talk, but we don't mean it.
You got to light your candle and pay the $4 to light your candle. When you pray.
Put the dollar in the box.
But I
$1?
got
Where the hell do you go to church? It's $4 here.
That's what Cartman said on South Park.
Yeah.
He said, "Put the dollar in the box."
Okay. Reality check.
I got home today, right? And I got an email. I'm going to read this email. I can't screen share because there's multiple whatever, but I'm going to read to you guys what Facebook sent me as an email. Dear Raven's Den, right, so this is from Facebook. After my live stream, that was not racist, sexist, or anything. Those that watched the live stream, Rev Corey, me and her had some fun. No, no harm, no foul. I love you dearly, sister.
No, it's all good. No, I was just asking you. I was challenging you.
Yeah.
I made you think.
Facebook. You mentioned these.
Good morning. He was a Bible school-going 8-year-old, and then yesterday, right down my neck, God bitch slapped him right to the fiery depths of hell.
What the hell?
You go.
What the fuck?
Facebook was like, okay, hello Raven Wolfsies. We're Facebook sees. We're part of the new woke sees.
Excuse me 1 second. Jason, make me a co-host.
Yeah, make me also co-host, Jason. Thanks.
Who am I making?
Lori.
Lori and me. So I got home and Facebook read me the right right. Oh my gosh, you can't mention racism. And then they sent me to a weird website that's like, oh my gosh, this is Facebook's damage control. I replied with a simple thing like, it wasn't racist. What I said was the truth. What I said was like, oh my gosh, I'm here to teach. But no. The email continued. So I'm going to read you guys with my Valley Girl impersonation of what they said, just to give you guys an idea. We at the Facebook's posties in the communities, we cares about everybody's diversity. We feel that your posties and your videos about certain religions was illegal.
Illegal.
They complained because I taught real history on a live stream. Well, I pointed out, and I didn't even touch on, I went back, right? And I'm looking, Facebook sent me the link where apparently I broke the law. I watched the link and it was like talking about, what were we talking about? It was Bedford Forest. Corey, remember that?
I asked you what your thoughts were about tearing down the statue of Nathan Bedford Forrest.
And they sent me an email saying that was against the law. I couldn't.
You got to be kidding.
I'm not kidding. They highlighted that section of video and they said I had broken the law on Facebook live stream because I was politically inciting something.
That's a bunch of horse shit.
Yeah. So I got home at 5 o'clock-ish, kind of. People were asking, why haven't I gone live streaming? You know, what was going on? I was on the phone to Facebook about this whole BS, right? So 7 o'clock comes around and I managed to get through to Facebook tech support. And they're like, we have no reference of your case. I'm like, what the? You sent me an email. I have the email. Facebook, we have no reference of your case. But they still have it on my timeline going under approval. I'm like, what the hell? You know.
So let me ask you this. So can we still talk about Gone with the Wind? I mean, because I really have a
let's
problem
just do
with
this,
this.
right? Okay, guys. Adults assemble. Jason, Laurie, me are all your co-hosts, right? We're all adults. Pamela, we're not sure what you are yet, but okay. Now, let's just talk about this. Okay, I'm going to open the floor. We have to talk about this. What do you guys think? It is June 12th, 2020. Oh, boy.
We're almost at Juneteenth.
Don't tempt me.
Okay.
What do you guys think of this current trend? All right, open to everyone. We got to talk about this. I'm sorry, Jason. Me and you talked about what happened last week, right? But I think this is a different situation. I think we can do this, right? Right? We can do this. Okay. What do you guys think?
You can do it from a personal standpoint, not anything from the tradition.
Boom. Okay, so from a personal viewpoint, everyone, what do you think of this current cancel culture that we're in? Gone with the Wind, gone. Splash Mountain being renamed.
Okay.
Let's
probably
think.
am the only one here. I'm the only one here that probably remembers colored bathrooms and segregation. I'm guessing by looking at around. In Baltimore, when I was a child, there were still colored bathrooms.
Yeah.
So I grew up in that culture. I also grew up in a culture. I'm from Appalachia originally. There was a group of the way slaves got their name was the owners gave them a name or they were birthed from the owner. There's a group, my maiden name is Maxwell. There's a group of Black Maxwells in Appalachia in West Virginia. We know they're related. We ain't stupid. But we're never allowed to talk about it. If you look at history, very few people are 100% what they say they are because you don't know what your relatives back in the day did. 3 or 4 generations back, you don't know.
And this is why I did that live stream. I'm like, if you don't know what you came from, the second you question it, you need to be the better person, right? But no, Facebook's response was, I broke the law. And I'm like,
if we take away the statues, if we take away everything that happened, then you don't have history as it was. My mother was from Italy. When she came to America, she didn't understand World War II and she lived it. Reading our books, she went, that's not right. And I'm like, Mom, that's what they're teaching us. Well, it's not right. This is what really happened. Everything is written by the victors.
Yeah.
Whoever wins gets to write history. So you get screwed in the process because you don't know what really happened. Look at the Native Americans. We're just figuring out. My family on my father's side is Scots. They're from the lowland Scots, Maxwell, and they're Native American. My father couldn't get a job at one time because he was Native American. He is much darker skinned than I am. And he looks Native. There is no question of it. He could not get a job because he was Native American or looked like one. So you have cultures. If you start taking down the statues, renaming the streets and getting rid of it, are you going to know your culture? Are you going to know where you came from? References today don't mean anything because nobody knows the references. If I make a reference that's 40 years old, people don't know it because we don't teach it in history anymore. History happened. It happened. You can't unring that bell. It rung. So you might as well learn it and learn from it.
Yeah.
Look at what happened.
They're afraid of this. When I did this live stream today, I made it very clear. I have nothing to be sorry for. I'm almost 40. I think this year I turned 45, right? I've got nothing to be sorry for. I asked everybody on the stream this morning, another issue Facebook had. I'm going to do it again, Facebook. 1, 2, I've got 15 people in this channel. None of us here have slaves. I've got countless thousands of watching. None of us have slaves. Oopsies, I guess it's what we learn, Z's.
Well, let me put it to you this
that
way.
We have moved on.
Right, we learned.
But because we don't teach history, our kids right now in America and around the world learn the trickle-down version of history, North fought the South. I'm going to read you guys a quote from middle school history. I said this quote today before I went to work. So I did the live stream this morning, right? Halfway through the live stream, somebody sent me the quote. She is a middle school teacher. She's been teaching 15 odd years. And she posted me this quote saying, "Is this right?" And I looked at the quote. I was doing a live stream at the time and I did a double take. I'm going to read you guys what middle schoolers learn. Brace yourselves. The Civil War. The Union Army fought the Confederacy. The Union Army won. The end of the Civil War occurred with the Emancipation Proclamation. Nothing in there at all. No history, no facts.
No 420 years ago, our forefathers.
Nothing. It's all about we have to sugarcoat our history to make sure that those that watch my live streams, you know I don't hold back. I am brutal when it comes to teaching truth. It's, you know, Ed Hubbard, like I said, he's always about, what's your brand? My brand is I'm honest. When I teach history, I get controversial because I want people to really see the world as it was, right?
Let me put this out there. The first young lady that was Black who went to an all-white school just turned 65 this year. Look at the number. She just turned 65 this year.
Where's the press? Where's this thing where instead of focusing on let's go protest, let's go cancel everything because, oh my gosh, toxic white male, the patriarchy, instead of honoring people that were pivotal, it drives me nuts. Instead of honoring real people, real time, real history, what we do as a society is we jump on the bandwagon. Oh my gosh, somebody I'm trying not to be political. Something happens, right? We all jump on the bandwagon. Let's all go cancel this, cancel that. Oops, somebody that's been a civil rights spokesman for 60 odd years suddenly has a milestone.
You don't hear about it.
Where's the press?
It's sad because that is part of our heritage. And I'm only going back. I'm from West Virginia, Appalachia. I can tell you the reason we did not have slaves is because we were too goddamn poor, because if we weren't poor, we'd have slaves. I'm putting it out there and that's the truth. I'm not going to lie to you. That's the honest God's truth. We was too poor to have them.
We're all laughing and stuff here, but we need to talk about this, right?
I second Pam's motion.
To my father's family is Native American, okay? They were treated worse than the Blacks were treated at that time. Because the Native Americans were considered less than Blacks. Okay.
Another thing that Facebook complained about. I dared say that slavery was not an African thing. Okay, I'm going to just repeat this.
Well, that's true.
Okay, here I go.
It's not an African thing. It's what happened.
Here I go. Okay, hello, Facebook. I know we're live streaming. Jason, are we on Facebook? Yeah, we are on Facebook. Hi, Facebook world. My name is Rev Ravenwall Greenfield. I'm coming to you from the college. I'm coming to you from Witch School International, right? Slavery was a worldwide concept that was not only African. I'm sorry.
Let's look at the
Rachel says
1800s.
it was a world phenomenon. So, okay, for those that are currently protesting, let me throw some historical context to you, right? But for you who are about to go protesting or whatever, right? Let me just throw some light around this, right? Forget I'm a witch, forget everything, right? Hello, protesters. Did you know that white people were slaves? Did you know that not just white people? Ooh, here I go. We get controversial. Your friends, your family, your cousins, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, anyone that fell on hard times were indentured servitude. Sorry. Did I use a passive term? My bad. Slaves.
1800s, Baltimore was built by indentured Irish servants.
It was not. The thing is, I'm not trying to trigger the whole. I'm trying to be careful with what I say.
You're trying to be politically correct.
I'm
Guys,
trying to be
Marie, guys, the voodoo queen, Marie Laveau, she had slaves.
She did. And she was also African American. Let's just be honest. She was by far one of the most powerful, if not most iconic sorceress of all time.
Mm-hmm.
She inspired women's rights. She inspired communication between the Christian world and the Catholic world. She inspired public but because we only focus on the wrong part of history, we don't see the big picture, because we're always like, oh my gosh, we're going to be like, sorry, and we're going to be like, oh, sorry, and we're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's...
So I just want to give you a quick correction on Marie Laveau. She was not African American.
I thought she was.
She was Creole.
She was born
Crowley.
of a
Oh, she
Haitian
was Creole.
dad, and she was actually born in New Orleans.
Okay, thank you for
Haitian
that.
and Creole.
Give me a hug, Lloyd. Give me a hug. There we go.
Love you.
I love you too. If you are watching us over on Facebook, come join us on Zoom. We're a friendly bunch. We have the Sleeping Buddha, Jason. We have Pamela, who is the master of the wine glass. We have Angel, who is surrounded by dolls. We have Fluffy, who is asleep.
I just got a new one today.
Oh my gosh, you just woke up, Fluffy. We have Chad, who is the master of the coffee cup. We have Laurie, who is a sigil. We have Trey, who is Michael Jackson. We have my sister from another mister, who is Corey, who is currently hiding behind her picture.
I'm in the bed. I'm in bed. I'm having a bad day.
Okay, so you don't need to be on camera. So, and we have a fan. We have, oh wait, that's Nikki Kirby. No. Okay, Nikki Kirby.
We have me. There we go.
Nikki,
hold on for a minute.
She's disguised as a fan. We
That's
have
what she said.
We have Liz. Lastly, we have Tessa. There are very few words that I can describe Tessa with. Tessa is in charge of the channel tonight. It explains why she is smoking. It also explains why she looks like she's about to have a rowing contest with HR. She has a lot of response. She does. She looks like she's sitting there going, oh my God, what if HR hears us talk about this? That's Tessa. We have my Linda, who is currently frozen behind her sigil. Oh no, she's alive.
I'm alive. I have really bad allergies today, so I'm just, so you don't hear me sneeze or cough.
We have Silas, who is somewhere. We have Connie, who is listening to us, but we can't see her. Well, we can't see Laurie either, but hey, we don't judge people. Connie is somewhere. Connie Blankenship.
I'm in Utah.
She's right there.
I'm in Utah, and I'm a second-degree Correllian.
Awesome. We have Laurie, who is making sure that we all behave.
I am. Yay, Connie! Congratulations.
I've got to finish my essay for second degree. I'm currently working on it, right?
Hey, I just received my third.
That's what she said.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I'm working
Said that
on my
you needed to
second
get
degree
on that.
project right now.
Congratulations, Nikki.
Thank
Laurie,
you.
Yes.
Do you want
Nikki made it! Yay!
And, well,
Laurie,
you're also
Congratulations,
say
Nikki.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're
Who was
welcome.
asking me a question?
Do you
Who's
want
asking me a
to
question?
describe to people about how the degrees work, what the degrees are, just in case people are kind of like, what's a degree? What's going on? What's a Correllian clergy? So, Laurie, if you want to tell us a little bit about the degrees, that'd be awesome.
Isn't this your show?
Well, it is, yes, but I mean, you're right here, sister. Go for it.
I've never seen her act shy.
Not shy.
Right.
So the Correllian tradition is a Wiccan tradition. We have a seminary that teaches the degree programs, first, second, and third degree, to be clergy of the Correllian Wiccan tradition, or Correllian Church of.
Brilliant Nativist Church.
You go through first degree, second degree, third degree, and that's what it is. It's a lot of work.
Okay.
It is, yeah.
How does the process?
I'm sorry. I can't hear you, Jason.
Okay, hold on. Let me turn
He
it on.
wants to know about the process.
The sleeping Buddha has asked.
You become a witch school member. You go to Correllian studies. You choose first degree. You do all the prerequisites for that course, which are 5 other courses. You fill out an application. You request a mentor. It's not just let's watch 9 videos and you become a Wiccan priestess. I figured I'd throw that out there.
You can also go through a temple though, and do the same thing.
Okay, and how much does it cost to take your first degree?
It is free, people. What? It is free. Yes, Witch School does have free basic membership. Supporting membership is not that high compared to other schools. But I'm going to let you go to witchschool.com and look that up.
Oh, bloody hell, it's Silas. Hi, Silas.
Yay, congratulations, Melinda.
Sorry, my boyfriend called me. I had to go talk to him.
Oh.
You didn't have nothing clean to wear, don't lie. I saw your
No,
post.
no, for real. Like my boyfriend video chatted me and I can't pass up a video chat.
No.
Oh, no.
Let me just video chat you right now. Hold on, I'm just
Chicky bow wow.
Angel, why are you having an issue getting a mentor?
Because I've sent a request, but I've not heard back.
Yeah, I don't teach the first degree.
I teach all 3.
Me too.
Because I'm pretty sure I
I'm
sent
going
a
to
request and never heard none. So I messaged emailed Laurie Denman, but I didn't hear nothing back.
Where? How? Do you know when?
Let me go into my email.
Oh, you don't gotta do that now. We're live, honey.
1970s.
I do all 3, first, second, and third.
So do I.
I teach first.
Oh, that's what you meant, Pam. I thought you were doing a gang sign. I was like, no gang sign.
Oh.
Okay, now.
Don't get her started. You know what she's like.
I think it was the end of May.
Oh, okay.
I need the bandana to the whole what's up, essay?
I'll check on that for you, Angel.
Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Lady Pam, how many do you have?
How many students? I have 4
in other
right now.
words, you're open?
I am open. I am very open.
Silas,
Yes.
you're open as well?
Yep. I only have 10 students right now.
Okay.
So Angel.
Go team.
Angel.
I teach herbalism, if that helps.
I've got you for herbalism, I think, Rev. And And I think I've got you for tarot too, but it seems they've put you in under runes.
Yeah, I do teach tarot, but it's under runes at the minute. I am working on that. Shock, spoiler alert. Yes, I do teach tarot.
I thought it was just a mistake on my end there.
No. It's there's a lot of glitches currently with the website. We're working on it. As with anything, when you overhaul a website and you go with a new provider and you're working with a new page, there's always going to be issues. I teach tarot and I also teach runes. I also teach paranormal side. So if you guys are interested in our courses over at classes.witchschool.com, classes.witchschool.com, I teach the paranormal stuff. I teach the basics of paranormal investigations. I also teach runes. I teach tarot. Will I ever teach clergy is a question I have been asked a lot of times.
Yes.
Oh boy. Will I teach clergy? Oh.
That's a tough one.
Why not?
I can
Eventually.
I will teach first degree. Yes. I'm currently trying to work on my schedule and I'm trying to the answer is yes, I will teach clergy, but right now I will probably aim around the end of the year before I sign up to be a clergy mentor. For right now, I'm just focusing on.
So, Rev, I am going to interrupt you once more.
Go for it.
Classes.witchschool.com is from the old site. It is just witchschool.com.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And you can go to witchschool.com, sign up for a free basic membership. I just went to it and it wouldn't go through.
Learn lessons.
Yep, and you can do the first degree for for not being not paying.
Yep.
Right. And I'm telling you, it's the greatest deal out there. I've been at witch school almost 20 years now. Oh my God, that sounds horrible. Prior to that, I earned my first degree I earned my high priestess in another tradition. I went 5 years there. Prior to that, I had known Coven for 15 years. So I can tell you, literally, witch school beats it all. Because if it didn't, I wouldn't be here.
And we have a really great selection of courses.
We do.
Some of the coolest shit you'll ever see.
And we're honest, what we teach here at Witch School, just for those parents and just for people out there that are like, oh my gosh, this is we've never seen a live stream before. Oh my gosh, what we teach is true. Laurie, Chad, Fluffy, everybody that's involved, everybody that's a mentor, a teacher, Silas, etc. The courses that we write and the courses that we mentor are heavily vetted. The information that we teach you is, I mean, maybe Laurie can attest to this, but it's vetted. We don't BS. What we teach you is real witchcraft. We don't be like, pick up a wand and you can throw fireballs around, right?
Other
Can you do that? Other
I'm
classes
charmed. I get to levitate. Okay.
Other classes like
I'm so disappointed. I can't turn somebody into a frog.
No.
Hey, but if you give me a nickel,
I think that's so
hey,
wrong.
hey, if you give me a nickel, I'll squat down and croak like a frog.
When you see my fat ass levitating, I see me come crashing down really
What have I
fast.
started? Oh my gosh.
Yeah. There's one thing though, in the 4 years I've been with Witch School with you guys, there's one thing I have to be care of. You can have some really great mentors. I've got one. He's a slave driver. I'm gonna tell you, I actually might learn something.
That's what we want you to do.
You seem laughing now.
I mean, our mentors, we tailor ourselves to you, right? So if let's say you're not big on, I don't know, video camming and all of this, a mentor, if you're a true mentor, right? And maybe Laurie, if you want to add things to this, The role of a mentor is we kind of work with you, right? So we know what your strengths are, we know what your weaknesses are. The way we teach is that we empower both, right? We focus on the level of interest that you have, where you're at, what you want to do, but we'll work with you on a level where we're pushing you, but we're not pushing you, right? We know what
A mentor is there to make sure that you have everything you need, but not doing your work for you, nor telling you how you have to do it. It is your path. It is for you to figure out your way.
Right.
But we always got to throw in that challenge once in a while.
Oh,
I
trust
had
me.
the best mentors going through witch school. I was very, very fortunate. My one mentor has gone to the Summerland, but my other mentor was English. And you talk about a challenge, that man challenged me and knew how to do it. I've been mentoring on and off for 15 years through witch school.
I mean, with me, when I teach people about paranormal investigations, it's one of our classes here at Witch School. I get to the point where I tell my students, so you've been following the course for a couple of months. Good job. Now get out there. I'm at that point where I'm like, I tell my students, I've led you to the proverbial educational river. I've taught you everything you need to know, but the class ain't done. And I always get
Hey, Rev, you're the one that pushes them in the river, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I will always tell people there's only one way for you to actually practice what you've learned. Go do it. And people are like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, I could go into a haunted building. Oh my gosh, what am I? I always tell people, you're living. Here's how I empower students out there, right? For the students that are afraid of tests and exams and all of this, you already do it.
Oh,
Everything you've done building up to that final exam, you already, you're doing it. What the hell's the problem, right? First degree. I did my first degree a couple of years ago. When I first joined witch school, my mentor was Sherry Cooper. Great witch. One of probably the person that's probably one of the most inspirational people I really met when I first joined the tradition. Wealth of information. She's no longer she's no longer in the tradition, but still around. But she's always like, good job, but now go practice it. Good job, but now go do it, right? You can't complete something unless you do it. So with me, when I teach some courses, I'm like, oh, so you've learned all you need to know about herbs.
I have a question.
Bring me back 5 healing herbs, 1 herb that represents, I vary it. Sorry for my students out there. I vary it. I think the worst that I ever did to a student was last year. I know what I mean. And I told that student, send me a picture, 3 healing herbs. 1 herb that will cure a headache. One herb that will cure diarrhea. 1 herb that will help in childbirth. And 1 herb that will help with asthma. It took them about 10 months before they were done. But they thanked me after it. It was like, oh my bloody hell. It took me a while. I'm like, you already have been doing it. But there are a lot of people out there that are like, oh my gosh, final exam of witch school, first degree, what am I going to do? And I tell people, you already have done it. You go through the rituals, you go through the exercises, you live the life. What's the problem? And people will tell you, oh, no problem, we'll just do it, right? So my words of wisdom for those that are nervous and all of this, don't be. Talk to your mentors. We tailor ourselves to you. We really do. We don't you know, we're not exactly going to stand over you and say, oh my gosh, you've got to study like 50 hours a day. No, you study when you can. We work with you. You keep up the contact. You tell us where you're at. We'll work with you. To end your first degree, what happens is you do a big exam. It's like questions. You'll have an essay. And then as long as you are living the life, there's nothing to worry, right? As long as you follow the course, there's nothing to freak out about. I see a lot of times people freak because we throw the term exam out to you, or we throw the term, oh my gosh, now you've got to do this and now you've got to do that. My reply is, you're already doing it. What's the problem? Like, it's just a word. For those that are on the first degree clergy, wow, you guys are going to have your lives changed. I said it in today's video, right? I opened my video today and I said I was going to change people's lives. Whether I did or not, who knows? But when it comes to first degree clergy, you change your life. Those that come to it from outside, from outside Wicca, it will change your life. I will also suggest there's a class called Living the Wiccan Way. Do that one. If you live
in the Wiccan life.
Yeah.
Wiccan Life, Debbie Tompkins.
Follow that class and do it.
It's a 48-week course, also under free basic membership. It is fantastic if you are just starting out and need to learn or want to learn about how to actually live the life of a Wiccan.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
It's why we're here.
You said that you have free classes. Okay, I signed up on there for the free classes, but with the free class, can you hear me?
Yes.
With the free classes, can you get a mentor?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
Only if it's first degree studies. Only first degree studies under the free courses can you get a mentor.
Oh, so you can't get it for the free classes.
For which course? Not all courses have a mentor.
Well, if I was to do the free classes, I would do the Living the Wiccan Way. I mean, like you said, I would like to start with the history. I'm going to look into it. Does that
That's an old book from Debbie Tompkins, Living the Wiccan Life. Back in the day, we did at one time have mentors for that course. You had to have read the book and taken the class. But I'm talking, like I said, I've been in 20 years, so I'm talking a while back we had that. But I don't see why someone couldn't help or advise you along the way that's already read the book and taken the class.
Right.
Yeah, I can do that. It's no problem. Trey, message me sometime offline when you're on the course. If you have questions, comments, concerns, if you need additional help, I'm happy to assist with that. I really am.
If anybody wants to message me, I only have like 6 students right now, so I'm open. First, second, third degree, and every class in between.
Do they get free bottles of wine?
Share my wine. What are you, crazy? Oh my God, he has lost his mind. Will someone please slap him back into reality for me? Oh Lord.
He was over on the astral plane where wine is free
His
for
little butt
everybody.
needs to come back on this plane in this dimension and look at this face and go, really?
Oh hell no. Me and Silas are going over there right now.
Where's Corey at? Corey, I need to say bless his sweet little heart.
I'm right here. I haven't left.
Can you bless his heart?
I bless your heart, honey.
Thank you.
Bless it.
Another question, if that's okay.
I was giving Jameson shots on Zoom, so it's possible.
Hey,
Jameson, yum. Follow that with a shot of pickle juice.
Oh God.
Oh my God, it's delicious.
That
thought the
it
same thing
sounds
until I
good
tried it.
because that
Italian.
sounds really good. Yeah.
It does. Except the pickle juice. I'm not sold
No,
on
no, it
Jamison
is
Pickle
really
juice is
good.
great.
I'll do the
I-
Jamison. I
Hold
don't know
on,
about
pickle
the
juice. I'm British. What are you doing, mate? What is this pickle juice thing, right? Bloody
I don't want to
Americans.
know.
No headache, no hangover.
Bloody
Absolutely
Americans.
wonderful.
What are you guys
So
going to
is it
invent there?
salt?
You just drink a thing of pickle juice. It's a brine. I mean, you just drink it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It replenishes the
That's what you do with the pickles are
minerals
empty.
and stuff.
So does bleach, but I'm not going to drink bleach anytime soon.
No, we did not say drink bleach.
Bleach.
No, it's not bleach. It's just pickle juice or there's nothing like pickled okra. Oh my God.
It's vinegar. It's
Oh,
vinegar.
there's nothing like
It's just
fried okra.
Only
Tim.
in America.
Tim, it's good for your innards, man. Just drink it. You'll be good for you.
Now, if you had just led with that, would have. It's good for your innards, son.
Have you ever had pickled okra?
No, I'm British. We don't have unconventional.
Yeah, I know. You have pickled gherkins over there.
Yeah, but our gherkins beat your okra.
Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh.
What's a gherkin?
From the north.
Pickled okra is
Hold
so
on.
good.
Hold on. I got
It's-
something to beat to any of his things. Pickled green tomatoes.
Oh hell yes.
Oh,
hell yes.
As long as it's not
yes.
pig's feet, because that's kind of gross.
And
No,
I
they're
dip them in
good.
ranch dressing.
Oh yes.
Oh my
girl,
gosh.
you make me
That's
hungry.
that one in.
I'll take a gardeniera salad and that's it. Pickled carrots, cauliflower, and celery.
Oh no,
We're good.
Pickled tomatoes are the bomb. Damn, I'm hungry now. Make me hungry.
Tonight's
Pickled
menu.
green tomatoes are off the chain.
Yes, they are.
Fried green tomatoes are off the chain.
At the Whistle Stop
Oh.
Cafe or
Are at Corey's Stop Cafe.
do I get a discount?
Okay.
Yeah.
Corey, how do you prepare them? Your
Huh?
fried green tomatoes, how do you prepare them? Your
How
fried
do
green
I-
tomatoes, how do you
How do I prepare them?
Mhm.
Well, I wash them first.
Okay.
That's
I
what she
pick them
said.
off the vine, and then I wash them, and then I slice them horizontally.
You read about it. I mean, I just thought I'd just ask.
No.
Seriously.
And then I use a mixture of cornmeal and flour, and then I soak them in eggs for just a little bit, and then, fry them in peanut oil. And they're good.
Peanut oil. Oh my God, that is to die for.
My grandmother's
See,
recipe for
flour. I
she
use
was from
the egg
Missouri.
wash and-
and her recipe for fried okra was, well, you just put a little bit more meal than flour.
Yeah.
A little bit more, a little bit more, a little
Yeah.
bit more, a little bit more.
A little bit of this and a little bit of that until it's just right.
Or if you're Pamela, one bottle, one bottle, one bottle, one bottle.
What's funny, my mother is from Italy. My mother came over to the country just before I was born. My father's people are Native American and Scots from Appalachia. I learned to cook both ways. So I can make you anything you want Italian. And I went to culinary school. So it's like we had to cook a meal from our family. That was a big thing, one of our tests. So I did a country Appalachia meal, which is, fried whatever. My grandmother was a big one for the dandelion greens. I'll just let y'all know that ahead of time. So that was dandelion green salad, all the fixins. And then I had to do one from my mother's country, which is easy. Italy is easy. Pasta, cheese, you got it. And it was amazing that it was two completely different countries and everybody there ate. So country cooking has its place in my heart and on my thighs. And the Italian cooking goes on my ass.
No wonder we have health food regulations. Now I know where they got it. I mean,
I freaking love that.
Look, Angel, I love you, but I don't think I could do the haggis thing that my forefathers did. I could do the scotch, but I don't think I could handle the haggis.
I've never had
And
haggis.
it's a little sheep.
What's haggis? Oh, no.
It's a little sheep's innards. You take
Yeah.
a sheep and it's.
Oh my God.
Honey, you can't even get that in America.
Yes, you
No.
can.
No, you cannot get true haggis because the FDA will not allow sheep's lungs to be FDA edible.
Well, how
I
do they
cannot
explain
get true
most
haggis.
Americans then?
Wait a minute. But they'll allow chitlins? Are you kidding me?
Chitlins?
Stomach?
Ugh.
You can do stomach. You can do brains. You can do
No.
kidney. You can do feet. You can do heart. You cannot do lungs. The lungs are the only part that they will not allow in the country. Everything else that you can buy in the country.
That's correct.
Will not sell lungs. You cannot do true haggis in America. You have to do
So,
haggis. Sorry, Angel. Not
Has
happening.
anybody ever eaten mountain oysters?
Yes,
Absolutely.
yeah.
absolutely.
I'm gonna go throw up right now. I'll be right.
So Pam,
There's a
Are they good?
do you have a little wine with your Thanksgiving dinner? Yeah, I can see
Yeah,
Pam.
hey. This is what Pam does for Thanksgiving. She makes sure she gives the turkey enough of the damn wine. That way the turkey passes out before she actually cooks the damn thing.
I was going to say
Y'all
that.
laugh.
I was going to say by the third bottle, she's like, what turkey?
I know how to shoot the damn turkey,
Oh.
pluck him, drain him, gut him.
Pam is standing
But-
there
well,
with
but-
the gun like.
But Pam is very much a creature of what she is, what she eats. So she has to make sure that anything she eats is full of wine.
Well, see, what the wine is
not
for.
all pick
Let me
on
tell you guys
Pam,
what the
right?
wine is for. The wine is to tenderize the meat because that's what Pam needs. She needs that wine taste in her meat.
That's what she said.
I won't even go there.
Wow,
You're just
chicka, wow, wow.
thinking, girl.
The
Yes,
next
I
person
do.
that says that's what she thought is getting booted.
Oh,
Burn.
Calm it down, press secretary.
I actually graduated as a master chef way back in the day from a culinary school.
Tim just got his second degree.
I saw that and I noticed.
Yay!
I you. Woo.
Who did?
Wait a minute. Pam is a master chef.
Yes, I am.
Oh, we're going to Tampa.
19,
explains why
I
we
got
have
my
food
degree in
ranks.
1975.
Let's go
And in
yours.
After I
1975,
was
it
born.
was a very male-dominated field.
I wasn't even born in 1975.
Thank
Shut
you
up.
so much for that.
I'm a 74 kid, yo.
I will kill
I'm a
you later.
74 kid.
Thanks,
To give you a
Deej.
clue, my oldest daughter called me the other day. My oldest daughter, our birthdays are 3 days apart. So she calls me on my birthday and says, you know, Mom, next year I'm going to be 50. And I said, yeah, I kind of remember that. She says, I think I'm going to celebrate the whole year. And I said, well, that's okay because I'm going to kill you before you hit 50 because I never want to say I have a 50-year-old child.
That's all right.
Then she tells me my great grandson, well, you do remember your great grandson turns 7 next week.
That's all right. A certain friend of mine had to remind somebody else one day in a group that they had a sage in there. Oh, Chad's a sage. Thanks.
You know, they saged me when I was 50. And
Yep.
I was like, we won't say how long ago that was, but it was a while back.
Years.
And
Last week.
I was pleasant about. Now, look, you can spring a croning on a man, okay? A staging on a man is wonderful, but a croning on a fucking one. Come on, man, crone. Can't we come up with a better name? Because a man gets sage, a woman gets crone.
I know,
I had
it
my
sounds
croning.
it sounds like nails across a chalkboard or something.
Yeah, you know, we got to do something about that. But my
I
croning was
actually
like,
love it.
crone.
Yes.
Oh, I want to be saged. I don't want to be croned.
I don't want to be hagged, but I'll take crown.
Hey, Pamela, we live in a non-binary society. You could get that surgically altered so it's a sage.
You want some sage, Pamela? Here you go.
You want some sage?
Yeah, it's one of those things that even Don says you can spring a saging on a guy, but you never spring a croning on a woman. Never. If you want to live, you know. Think about it, gentlemen. Do not spring that on us. But,
frankly, guys, I just don't give a shit.
I think
So
it
it doesn't
depends.
really matter.
Go with the
I
way
think it
Reverend
depends.
said, Nikki Cody strikes.
Mine was so long ago. So
we as a temple did a surprise croning for Angela. And it was moving and touching. She was so surprised. She was so touched. Miranda wrote the ritual. Each one of us washed her feet. It was so beautiful. She was very surprised, but she loved it. So I think
you get that like, oh God, I'm actually a crow.
So, okay, people.
I'm looking for this 10% discount when I go out to eat.
Honey, had that for a long time.
So
AARP will get you 15%. So look at your AARP card, 15% of most places.
So last year, the original coven that got me into witchcraft, they did a croning for 3 of the different women in their group, and I was invited along. And me being me, I looked into the energy vortexes that got opened up to bring forth all that energy, and I stuck my head in and said hi. It was interesting.
Okay.
It brought me back to a moment where I walked into a female empowerment circle, and I broke the circle by accident, and all that energy came whooshing through me. I am telling you.
I have always said I like male energy in a circle. It brings energy to me, comes in flavors. Male energy in a circle is awesome. It brings a different dimension and a different flavor.
What's it taste like?
Oh, it's sweet.
Chocolate.
It's sweet. It has a flavor to it. It's for
Peppermint.
me that's intense.
Peppermint.
And if I bring in a lot of men in my circle, I can really feel that masculine energy, and it's really awesome. I practiced Dianics at one time, and
I'm
practicing with all women.
I know.
But let's just be honest, it don't work. Meow. But when you get men in there and teenagers and even little kids, it's all different, like strawberry and bananas. And when the men get in there, they bring a whole different element of energy. And there's very few traditions that encompass everybody. Like we're familial, which is really weird because mostly it's all adults. But when you start bringing in those different age brackets and men and women together, the energy just is like alive. It's kinetic. You can feel it. When you practice with all women, and I'm not going to be mean women, but we are bitches at heart. We're all intrinsically evil. Let's be honest. So sometimes when we come in that circle, we come in intrinsically evil. But men bring in like such a different side. It's just so different when you get a man in the group because it's like, wow, you know. And honestly,
and then add a gay man.
Gay men.
Then add a gay man, and that's
better
completely different.
I love doing
because we
Blue
got
Star.
it all, honey.
Pam,
Blue Star is awesome.
Which
Blue
snap?
Star is all men, is gay men, and when it comes in, it is when gay men are there. I'm telling you, if you do a good circle and you got a couple of gay men in there, oh honey, you are on high for the whole thing.
It's the best.
It is. It is. I don't know what it is you guys bring in. I really don't. But
The
it
balance.
is different.
The balance.
I don't know. I can have straight men and I can have gay men. And honestly, I'd rather have gay men in my circle because it gives me a better flavor. And I don't know why that
We'd
is.
rather have a mixture of all men in our circle.
Yeah, just not all women. I mean, I love y'all women. I really do. But come on, let's put a couple of men in there, a couple of gay guys in there, a couple of lesbians in there.
There
Oh
is
my gosh,
nothing
that
like
energy
my
that'll
gay
come out.
best friend. Trust me.
You will have energy you will never experience anywhere else if you can get all those in at one time.
I'll always remember my Shiro.
Yes. Hey.
Hey, once again. No, it is. It's different.
So
People
that
don't
was welcome
understand
to
that.
Second City.
When you work Reiki, when you work Reiki and you start doing Reiki energy, trust me. Oh my God, it is like awesome. When I did a lot in Baltimore, Washington area, and we have huge populations up there, and we have the radical fairies from DC.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm talking about. And boy, when they came on board, it was like awesome sauce. Becoming was a gay female group that would come into our groups also. So we had a lot of mixture. And when you're doing Reiki healing and you get with someone across from you and you're Reikiing somebody, it's like, whoa, that is like tantamount energy. And having different flavors, different people come into your circle all the time, it keeps you on your toes. And we do, I call it congregational rather than coven, because coven is the same 12 people, and that's got to be boring as hell. And I know it was. But when I stopped doing coven, I did like congregational where everybody could come in. All the different energy is like, wow, you can get drunk and high off that energy real quick. And having gay men in there, I'll be honest with you, Silas, I love to have a gay man in mine. Mark Cruson, who used to be of the tradition, I used to bring his little butt in every time because he brought that energy, that gay, it's a free energy. It's not constricted by anything because